Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, I think the 28th. Out here, just unloaded some stuff. This is all out of the Dodge van with the rusted roof. I'm getting that emptied out. Got it sold tomorrow. Well, technically it's not sold, but pretty much going to be sold tomorrow. Emptying out a couple things. This is just some of the totes. I threw away a bunch of stuff. These are all the empty totes that I'm selling. Got that whole bag of trash out there. Got this box here, and then another trash can way over there that's full. Why did I stretch my voice whenever I zoomed in? Like I was struggling to do that. Anyways, so not really in a great mood today. Today is this morning they had the attack at the airport, and not too happy about that, especially when we had full control of that country and literally let it go. So, but I'm not going to say there's not going to be politics on this channel, but it should be well known. You know, actually it's not really well known, but I am a hardcore conservative, but I do have, hippie capitalists. I believe in saving the planet, protecting. I don't think we need to be destroying our world to get little tiny things that are frivolous. And I'm kind of done with overindulgence. Although I am one to talk, I buy out entire companies when I want something. But I'm done with that. So, anyways, this right here is an Avon collection that my dad had toward the end part of his life. He was, just trying to get money for whatever, and I didn't know at the time, but my youngest sister was stealing all the money out of his bank account, so, I gave him some money for it, and it's not going to be anything that I'm going to do with this, so I'm just going to sell it. I'm not going to give it away, but I will sell it and see what happens. These are a pair of shoes that I wore once. I'm not even going to talk about the outfit that went with it. A couple little unique little things here. Nothing real great. I think what I'm going to do, the little recorders here, I got a bunch of handmade flutes. Them and all the Avon stuff, what I'm going to do, probably put it on that gray, the black two-tiered shelf right there. And just everything on that shelf, $5 a piece, and just keep it full. I was thinking once I take off a couple of them, I got some tools, a couple little things here, like $50 for the whole entire thing. We'll see what happens. If anybody does know someone who does computer repair or any kind of electronic repair, I got a bunch of PlayStation 3 or 4. All these are parts. Got a bunch of Nintendo DS bits and pieces. I got some computer parts. I have, where are they at? Oh, I don't know where they're at. But I have like boxes full of like hard drives and motherboards. And here's some different things. You'll see like right here. It's loaded down with stuff. So I probably have about 10, 15 boxes full. There's some, where is it at? There's some new stuff here. Like here's a new fan. There's a couple of hard drives I seen that were new. So, but yeah, there's this box here. Oh, it's heavy as hell too. But it's there's all kinds of random stuff in here. There's some big pieces of equipment. Well, that just scared the shit out of me. Anyways, this tote, that tote there is, so if anybody knows anybody who wants to do some computer stuff, I can make a hell of a pile. They should be able to make as much money as they want off of it. Oh, also have this brand new fishing pole. Has a $100 price tag on it. And it is brand new. Yep, there you go. It is a Penn Senator. So looks like a heavy duty offshore rod, rod. we'll see who looks at it. Yeah, total I think so far today, which I already made $30. I had a dealer come by and buy $30 worth of stuff, so you know. But I think realistically I probably brought out about $150, $200 worth of stuff. Oh, out of the Avon stuff, this is the one that I'm keeping. I thought my dad had 2 of them, so there may be another one floating around, but this is called Fantastic. It's a Avon, has cologne or some kind of aftershave. What is it? Here we go. Yeah, it's Fantastic Wild Country aftershave. So I think it's empty. But yeah, that's going to go in my little van collection. And in case you didn't know, or in case you have not seen at least one of my videos, I kind of like vans. So if you ever want to send me anything, I love like old van magazines where it just shows all the pictures. You know, I don't need it. I'm selling an awful lot of vans, but I am kind of keeping my eyes out for the G30 vans, mainly for spare parts, or if I see one that's, you know, right price, right condition, I might go ahead and grab it. I don't need any more, and I really don't want to spend any money, but I can say for the fact that I haven't been buying anything, my bank account has not been dwindling down to zero, so I'm kind of happy about that. Oh, yeah, also, yeah, I figure that'll go pretty quick for $5. But yeah, it's today's kind of a somber day. Like, I'm getting stuff done, but you know, I think there was 2 or 3 Marines that died today, and that's not a good thing. Especially when it's 100% preventable. I mean, there was, like I said, we had, was it 8 months or however many days, no military hurt, and then you get a jack-a-hole says, oh, let's just do whatever they say, and the next thing you know, we have Americans dying. So, and the military should know when not to follow an order. That's, I don't know. I'm out of the military. Too many things have changed since I was there. I'm just gonna throw my security right there on the ground. all that high-end security I have out here. Oh, and this right here, tomorrow morning I'm waking up early. I got the guy coming to buy the other van around 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna make a quick run to DMV tomorrow morning, get all that put in my name. Ooh, close up. So I can get the that. Like, I got the insurance, I got everything done on it. I just need to go to DMV and get the tag put on it, and that was the wrong door to close first. Past couple days have been a little stressful. I went in all them doors I had yesterday, dropped them off, made $420 for building them doors, so that's not a terrible day. I'm gonna turn you guys around, and hopefully I don't end the video like I did last time. So hold on a second, let me get everything set up here. And turning you around right now. Holy cow. I don't ever get any better looking. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh crap. What the hell happened to you? So I think I'm done today. I kind of want to go, I think I'm going to go take a shower tonight after I got to hook up the trailer, all the stuff I talked about last time, all them lights, all the random stuff in the backyard. I'm going to load that up on the trailer, and I'm trying to load the dining room table that my mom had. I want to get that into the truck so I can get that up here and get that sold. It is what it is. I figure this weekend, I think my number would probably be like 200 for all of it. So that's everything in the displays. Probably probably talk like 400, including the displays, but I don't know. Well, actually, I'm bringing out a bunch of stuff tomorrow, so no, that number is not going to be accurate. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. I'm going to bed today on the same day I woke up. I've done that for 3 days in a row now, and that's been very good. Well, at least I'm getting home. I'm going to bed around 1, but I'm getting home around 11:30, so I'm happy about that. I was sitting there watching Whistling Diesel this morning, and he's a little asshole, but he puts his point across. But yeah, he's buying a bunch of property and he's getting ready for something. Going to be building a house. But yeah, he had a very inspiring video today that I watched this morning. I was going to say something yesterday. I completely forgot what it was. I'm just beat. I'm tired. I think tomorrow I'll have a little bit more energy because I'm going to get a lot of stuff done today, get some stuff recouped, and then I'm going to try to have a nice sit-down dinner if anybody's still open where you can actually go in and sit down. Trying to figure out where to go. The Five Guys they done ruined it for me. I mean, you used to go there. They were always a little pricey for a damn hamburger, but man, for a cheeseburger, not even the big thing, just a cheeseburger, small fries, small drink. I mean, it was basically $20. It was right underneath. I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. So not when I can go to Wawa and get a pretty damn good burger, fries, and a drink over there for like $7, I think it is. So yeah, some of these restaurants are losing their damn mind. But yeah, found out something at Crystal's, which is really bad because I've been trying to lose weight, but they got a 10-pack of little donut holes for $2.50. Yeah, and them freaking little some bitches are good. I went to there's a big jet coming. Went there and got some Crystal burgers, which I haven't had in probably 2-3 years, and the first 2 or 3 taste good just off nostalgia. You're like, oh my god, I forgot how good these were. And then by the time you get to that 5th or 6th one, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? You're not supposed to eat these. So, but anyways, I had some Crystals and had some damn little donut things, which I ate them throughout the entire day. But they were good. And considering, Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme has jacked their prices up so high, $2.50 for some donut holes that are fresh cooked is not a bad deal. Oh, here comes the rain. Rain. Oh crap, I just thought of something. Yeah, don't let anybody know, but yeah, no windshield wipers and no brakes. And it's raining. And the truck leaks water. So either I'm going to check the radar and see if this is going to be a long-term thing. If it is, then oh well, I'm driving through it. If it's a short little in and out, then I might stay here for a little bit and organize a couple things. But yeah, and I'll be back out here tomorrow. I got a big job box, one of them big outdoor storages. I got a bunch of lighting that I'm gonna bring out. I'm gonna try to get the dining room table. I'm gonna get another little art table. I don't know if it's gonna sell because all I have is a base, but it's pretty cool. A bunch of plastic storage bins. Oh, and I got that big stack of storage bins right there. I'm starting to sell all them. I'm gonna do them for $5, and then all the other ones for like $2 and $3. And got a couple of more people that say they want to buy everything, but whenever I tell them a number, they're like, well, I got to see it all. I got to go through it. I got to touch everything. I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I was like, if we're going to go through and touch everything, then, which I told a couple of people, if they want to do a per piece price. So I had one guy say, I'll give you $10 a door. I was like, no, the fuck you won't. I went there $200 wholesale, $320 retail, and you want to do $10 a door? Nope. So, which I'd do them cheap. I mean, I was thinking like 50 or 60 a door. And still, I mean, any door you buy right now and this is my cost from a wholesaler is $190, and that's not the pre-hung door. That's just a slab. That's one panel. That's it. The $190 my cost. So, and I don't really need to sell it. Like, I can build the doors and sell it, and I've already looked at the numbers. I mean, if I sold them at $200 a pre-hung, which is, $50 cheaper than anywhere you can get them. If I sold them for $200 a pre-hung, I'm looking at about 220,000. So I ain't sweating nothing. I mean, it's slower to come in, and that's at 200. I mean, I got doors that, retail for, 2,000-3,000 that I'm selling for 400 and 500. So it is what it is. I don't sweat it. I'm just going to keep doing it. And I do want to talk about some shows that kind of give, I'm a firm believer that, like certain shows talk about what's happening. Like this, they're kind of low key trying to tell you things. Like some of the vehicles that were designed by Oshkosh for the military, somehow or another, 2 years before they were introduced into the military, the G.I. Joe toys, they were there. And like I said, it's low-key stuff, and it's real, it's things that, and you hear about the whole Simpsons predicting things, and, there's just a factor of chaos or randomness that's factored in, but, I'm sitting here watching shows from 2014, 2015, and it's like on point for today. Like legitimately line item, check mark, they're on point. So, but if you have Amazon, some of the interesting shows to watch is, I think it's called Electric Sheep or Dreams of Electric Sheep or something like that. But there's some short stories together by a guy named Philip K. Dick. He's a science fiction author back in the 70s. And there's a couple of them that if you watch it now, you're like, holy crap. But I think it's AutoFact, which is basically a line-by-line item of what's happening with Amazon right now. You had one, The Others, which is where you have people turning on, like people that don't want to be part of the, I don't want to say resistance, but it's the most appropriate to, where people are not happy with what's happening, and it's an interesting one to watch. But it's that one's called The Others, and then there's one, I can't remember what it was, but it was about where supposedly America was split in two different halves, and you got the one family on one half had to go to another half, and it was about a girl that had to go through school, and it kind of shows about the subtle manipulation that can happen. So, but that's on Amazon. Then of course Utopia, God Almighty, what a mind screw that is. And it was actually finished production in 2018, and I think brought to the screen in early 2019. So since then they've had to put a little disclaimer, on it, because it's if you've seen Utopia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to say what it is or what it isn't, but it's a and I watched the American remake of the British version, so the British version is even older, but the American remake was pretty close to being pretty much on point, just adjusted a little bit. But it's interesting that it came out in 2018, 2019, and then in 2020. And then the other one, which if you ever watched NCIS, you kind of know pretty much some of the backdoor dealings of the government, and and everybody, oh, it's all fiction, it's not real, and And I can tell you, being in the military and not being part of anything top secret, I was strictly, you know, I was support. So I never seen combat. I was behind, behind the safety line at all times. I never got to do anything that I was trained to do. So little, not really aggression. I mean, I guess in some ways I'm glad that I wasn't put into combat, but in other ways it was kind of like, why did I join if all I was going to do is sit around? And I actually started a little low-key business off base just to keep me from being bored. And something I didn't plan on doing, but it all kind of just fell together, and it is what it is. But going back on NCIS, there's another one called The Blacklist, which I've been watching a couple of them, and it's amazing on stuff from a long time, like season 1, season 2, and now you look at it today and you're like, damn, what did they know that we didn't? So it's interesting to watch, and I do believe that the government in Hollywood has been connected for a very long time, and I do think there's subtle hints of the power that the government has in movies and television. And if you don't think television is indoctrination, then go look at all the product placement. Go look at even in the commercials back in the day. My mom was telling me, they had collectible ball jugs in cereal commercials, and just little tiny subtle things that they did on how they set up, and how they pretty much whenever they do a set, they'll have like certain things that a lot of times the manufacturer will say, hey, can you put this in something so we can sell something? So like and I forgot the exact number, but there was a certain percentage of sponsored items on the set of Big Bang Theory. There was a lot of these things. Anytime someone looks at a watch and you can see the logo plain as day, that is product placement. Because if they don't have sponsorship, instead of having Sprite, you have Sprunk, or instead of having Dr. Pepper, you have Dr. Peppy. So they purposely, if it has the real name, it's usually paid to be there. And anyways, going sidetracking a little bit, but yeah, everything is bought and paid for and purposely put in front of you for you to see. It is all directed, produced, edited. There's very few people that are just real, that just say, even reality TV is some of the most scripted stuff out there. And the news, when Dr. whoever comes on there and says, yeah, we have a new study that talks about how eating apples is good for you, or eating apples is bad for you, and all, how they switch back and forth every year and a half or so. And all these doctors and all these little feel-good stories of the little guy at the flea market who's worked just so hard, and now he opens his first store, and by the way, here it is at this place. All them stories are bought and paid for. They're paid advertising. Whenever a doctor goes on television to tell you about the local, or about the new adjustment to science, that doctor most likely pays for it. I'm not going to say 100%, but it's definitely a high percentage that they pay, say, hey, let me get my name out there so I can get some more customers, because, little grandma, little grandpa, little, Susie down the street, they're all like, hey, this doctor's on the news. He has to be good. Let me call him up, see if he can be my new doctor, So it's a bad place that I'm in whenever you're awake, not woke, but awake. It just, once you see how things work, that's why I'm always talking about follow the money. If you want to see who or what something is, follow the money, because the money never lies, never. So, but it's amazing, like all the news stuff. It's sad that news is bought and paid for advertising, and there's so many stories that I see that I can't even take seriously because I know it's paid for. And I wish that sometimes that I didn't know this, so I can enjoy a show You know, I mean, you look at what was that one with that little yellow guy from oh crap, oh I can't remember the name of it. It was a little yellow guy saved the trees, you know, and the evil guy was the corporate guy and everything, and you know, they cut down all the trees and everything else, and it was a big thing, but um, you know, they made all the men and all the business minded people were always the enemy. In fact, another one, Frozen. If you watch, and don't get me wrong, Frozen is a great show. You know, the storyline is good, but there's one little subtle thing, a little, all the way from the beginning to the end, that whenever you sit back and look at it, find one man in that show that is not an idiot or evil or a bad guy. Every single man portrayed in that show is either a buffoon, uh, uh, you know, like evil, manipulative, or was just straight up the bad guy. I didn't see one person in that show, and I could, you know, I watched it twice, and you know, and I didn't notice anything. Even like the so-called men that are good guys, they're idiots, you know. So, but that's what Disney wants to show you. I think Disney made Frozen, so, but that's the propaganda they want to get. Man, I'm going down a weird road today. Sometimes I wish I was oblivious, that where I could go through life blind and happy and ignorant. But I've just been in too many situations, too many things I've seen. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to think about it tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to say a good story. I'm going to find something good. Ow, 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 ow. My arm just cramped up. I'm going to try to find something good to talk about tomorrow. Anyways, I think that's going to cut it for today. I'm just tired. I can't believe how tired I am. And I know it's just, I'm going through stuff, I'm getting rid of stuff, but at the same time, the pile's just not getting smaller. You know, but I did pretty good. I found 3 more boxes of stuff I'm going to take to my house. They said I'm going to get as much loaded tonight, or if not tonight, tomorrow. Depends on the rain. Unless I really want to go see about finding a nice place to eat. Where did I have breakfast? Yeah, Whataburger has been the only one of the few places left that has breakfast. And, you know, at least a breakfast sandwich. Everybody else is damn closed down or closed their doors where you can't go and sit. I mean, like, here's the thing. You know, there's a lot of things I can eat in my truck and on the road and everything else, you know, but eating bacon and eggs or sausage and eggs or having a pancake is not something you can do while driving down the road. Eggs is not a portable food. So, unless you get the fake, you know, like press eggs and little round frozen things you heat up in the microwave like a Subway. What the hell happened to Subway, man? I'm not even going to start talking about Subway. Let's just say I don't eat there no more. And see, now I'm hungry. Son of a bitch. I don't know. There is a Red Lobster up the street. I might do that. All dirty and everything from moving stuff. Just go in there, sit down. Try not to break a bench. But yeah, you guys have a good rainy day. Thank you for everybody watching. It's slowly going to get there, and I see that there's progression on all the videos, and it's slow, but I do appreciate it. And I think next time I'm going to start off by saying I appreciate it, not putting it 30 minutes deep into a video. But I do appreciate for everybody who's watching and putting up with the randomness of what's been going on. I do have a plan on where it's going to go in the channel, and I'm definitely trying to get there, and that's something from yesterday. I thought a lot about that last night, and I'm going to see how quickly I can, you know, get to something to make it that something, you know. And if you know, you know. you know, you got something. But anyways, I'm gonna shut it down. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rainy Florida day, and peace, love, money. I'm out.